Hello guys, today we are going to recap a thriller and action movie called Roleplay 2024. A couple is living a normal life with 2 kids, but things get a bit difficult as the husband discovers the truth about his wife's dark actions. Will their relationship survive? Join us in today's recap to find out what happens next. Before we delve into the storyline, remember to like and subscribe for more recaps. So let's dive into it. The story begins with Emma Brackett, a skilled assassin who is also a loving wife and a caring mother. Emma falls in love with Dave 7 years ago, and they eventually marry, welcoming their baby girl, Caroline. Wyatt, Dave's son from a previous marriage, also accepts Emma as his mother. Dave wonders if their marriage has lost its spark due to Emma's frequent work trips. Emma feels incredibly guilty after forgetting her marriage anniversary. Realizing the need to make up for it, she takes a hint from Dave's anniversary present and suggests they roleplay to spice things up. They plan to meet at the bar of a fancy hotel, portraying themselves as strangers. The next night arrives and changing appearances is not new for Emma, and she puts a wig. Dave gets stuck in traffic, and during the wait, an elderly man named Bob approaches Emma. Pretending to be Alice, Emma faces repeated questions about her job. She senses things might get wild as Bob constantly mentions her face, looking exceptionally familiar. In the meantime, Dave arrives and is surprised to see Emma with the stranger. Finally getting some alone time after Emma bids Bob goodbye, Dave and Emma start becoming intimate in their roleplay. However, just as they were getting into it, Bob arrives and interrupts their conversation. Dave introduces himself as Jack to Bob, who asks about his profession. Dave replies, stating he's a photographer working in journalism. Bob suggests having a shot together, and despite not being accustomed to drinking, Dave and Emma decide to have a drink due to Bob's insistence. Returning to their room, Dave is quite drunk and catches up on sleep, while Emma has business to attend to. She heads to Bob's room, discovering that he is an independent contract killer in town for business. Emma has a bounty to her name, and Bob recognizes her. To be completely sure, he rechecks the picture of Emma, and it's a perfect match. The bounty is set by an association called the Sovereign, and they want Emma alive. Emma used to work for the Sovereign, and they are searching for her after she chose to go off-grid. Bob is ready to cut a deal with Emma as an alternative, demanding a 60 commission on her future assignments. Eventually, he agrees to come down to 40, but it's still not within Emma's budget as she gives 30 commissions to her handler, who is supposed to protect her from the Sovereign. She asks him to go ahead and make the call to Sovereign, though she is pretty confident that the poison in his system will make the task immensely difficult. Emma explains that she poisoned Bob's drink while they were at the bar. The only reason why Emma met Bob in his room is that she wants to make sure he does not make a call to Sovereign. Before dying, Bob tries to shoot Emma, resulting in quite a mess. Emma manages to stop Bob, but the condition of the room attracts police attention the next morning. After returning home, Dave is surprised to learn that the man they met at the bar was murdered, and they are the primary suspects. Dave and Emma were seen talking to Bob, captured on CCTV. Emma knows she has to escape before it's too late. She lies about another work meeting and ends up traveling to Berlin to meet her handler, Raj. Emma had said she was going to Boise for a meeting and would be back within a day, but never shows up at the airport when Dave goes to pick her up. Dave asks the airport staff about Emma, but they say there is no woman named Emma who entered the airport. Dave then calls her numerous times, but his phone calls go unanswered. Soon, Dave is brought to the police station for interrogation. He tries to prove his innocence in the most genuine way. To his surprise, he realizes that the detectives are trying to suggest something else. Special Agent Gwen Carver joins the meeting to discuss Emma's case. Dave is surprised to learn that the woman he was married to is not named Emma Rayburn. She had stolen the identity of a deceased woman by that name, and for the last 7 years she has been living a false life. Dave is shown pictures of his wife arriving at Buenos Aires airport last week. He realizes that Emma lied to him about the meeting in Nebraska. Dave learns the true identity of the man he met at the hotel bar, a contract killer named Derek Worley. He is shocked to learn that Raja is not his wife's supervisor, but her dealer who operates on the dark web. Dave discovers that Emma's real name is Anna Peller, and she is a wanted criminal. Returning home, he finds a secret suitcase filled with fake passports, wigs, and ammunition. Despite the shocking revelation, he knows that he loves the woman he married and wants to have a word with her. The next day, investigators arrive at Dave's home, attempting to persuade him that Emma lied to him and is a serial killer, but he doesn't agree. Dave insists they should issue a proper search warrant if they want to search for Emma. Meanwhile, a message arrives for the investigators, stating they have found Emma in Berlin. The investigators abruptly abort the conversation and leave immediately. Meanwhile, in Berlin, Emma is chased by two agents of Sovereign. She cleverly hides herself in a club. The male agent goes to find her, but Emma strikes him cleverly from behind, resulting in his demise. The female agent then begins to chase her, and they both end up in a deserted metro station. The female agent raises her silent gun and starts searching for Emma. However, Emma arrives from behind, suffocates her with a plastic bag, and then shoots her with a sleep bullet. While escaping, Sovereign makes it difficult for Anna to escape, following her wherever she goes. In the process, her handler Rajay dies in the shootout, leaving Emma alone. Dave ends up dialing every number he finds on the several visiting cards she had kept hidden, and surprisingly, one connects. Emma, aka Anna, finally receives the call, and he figures out that she is in Berlin. He wants to discuss the matter in person, and his only option is to travel to Berlin. Emma tries to stop him from coming to Berlin, stating that she is responsible for everything she did and does not want to involve him. However, Dave denies and ultimately decides to travel to Berlin. Emma and Dave finally reunite at a bar in Berlin. Emma admits that her real name is Anna and that she was trained to become a killer. Her father, a former Secret Service agent, retired early and started his own business. Sovereign is the private security company. He started with intelligence agent Gwen Carver. Carver took Anna under her wing when her father died. Anna was introduced to violence at a young age and trained to kill. During her impressionable years, she believed every word Gwen said and was convinced that she was eradicating evil by killing the bad guys. However, as she grew up, she realized it was all a lie. Anna reminds Dave that they met during a job in Boston, and for the first time, she felt seen. From that day on, all she wanted was a normal life, deciding to only take jobs once or twice a year to pay for her family's protection. Despite every detail she shared about herself being a lie, she wants Dave to believe that her feelings for him are genuine. She escaped to Berlin to get Canadian passports, hoping her family could start anew. Anna decides to quit working as a contract killer as soon as she safely escaped the threat of Sovereign. Even after learning everything about his wife, Dave loves her and wants to be with her. As Emma and Dave have an honest conversation, members of Sovereign surround them, eventually drugging them and bringing them to Gwen Carver. Emma discovers that Gwen kidnapped not only her and Dave, but also her children. Gwen is desperate to have Emma rejoin Sovereign, believing that Emma owes her life to her for looking after her. Gwen proposes that Emma rejoin Sovereign, promising not to harm her children. Gwen envisions that naturally, the children would one day lead the same life Emma did. Emma refuses to join Sovereign, expressing her desire to live a normal life with her family. However, Gwen unveils her evil plan, stating that she has no use for Dave, considering him a menace. She instructs Emma to kill Dave, threatening to harm her children if she refuses. Faced with the horrifying choice of losing her children, Emma reluctantly agrees. Dave is presented before Anna, and as the two walk into the woods together, a sniper keeps a close watch. Anna has a plan in mind. She instructs Dave to hug her. As he hugs her with his hands tied, she says something to him and shoots Dave. He collapses on the ground, and a Sovereign member comes in to check his status. As the woman starts packing Dave's body, Emma attacks her precisely when the sniper no longer has access to them. After Emma eliminates the threat, it is revealed that Dave is still alive. She shot him where it would cause the least damage, ensuring he would survive. Emma apologizes to Dave and assures him that she will take him to the hospital once she is done dealing with Gwen. Emma eventually takes down the sniper as well. Ready to confront Gwen, Emma then hands over a silent, sedating gun to Dave, requesting him to buy some time for her and keep their children safe. She kisses him and then goes to take revenge on Gwen. A furious fight erupts between Emma and Gwen's right hand, and after quite a struggle, Emma triumphs. Meanwhile, Dave arrives at the apartment where their children have been kidnapped. The children are unaware of their situation as they are given video games to play. Dave enters, pointing his gun, and then skillfully lures the agent out of the room. He sedates the agent and places him on a bench to give the impression that he is sleeping. Dave then joins his children, playfully talking with them and pretending that everything is okay. Gwen is hiding in the woods, and Emma goes to take revenge on her. Gwen tries to seduce Emma, claiming that she took care of her when Emma was a child and that she can't kill her. Emma, while shooting at her from a distance, responds by saying that Gwen continually lied to her and made her a serial killer. She thought her entire life that she was killing for peace, but in fact, she was only lied to and brainwashed. The student is now better than her mentor, and Emma attacks Gwen when she least expects it. As Gwen starts to bleed, she tells Emma that she can end it with one shot. Emma, expressing that she wants to see her bleed to death but has no time, acknowledges that she needs to take care of her family. Emma then walks away from Gwen to find her family. Finally, she gets reunited with her family. Dave asks Emma if she has been successful and if things have been settled. Emma peacefully says that everything is now settled and she is free. They then decide to leave the Sovereign camp. While moving out, the children ask their parents about the agent who is awkwardly sitting on a bench. Emma tells the kids that he is just sleeping and they should not disturb him. We then see a beautiful sunset with Emma riding with Dave and her kids to a far place. Dave asks Emma where they are going and Emma says that she has a plan. So that's the end of today's story. Hope you enjoyed it. Do you think it's right to forgive our partner's past mistakes and start a new life with them? Or should we not forgive them and get a divorce? If you were in Dave's position, what would you have done? Tell us in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.